that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't stay much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Wait, did it change up? Is it lighter? Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what hip-hop is.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Today, the first of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official.
Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. This will be returnable from his own 15. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Herbert now on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route. especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because the quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's first and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Mark down at the 6. Here now, second down and goal. Motion man is Harris. From the gun, it's Herbert. It is brought in the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, L.A. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Wild Card Weekend. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. Ready? Go, 60 bison. They'll begin here on the ground. Finding space inside the 40. Will score. Touchdown, Ravens.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
This will be taken in at the 2.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Quick throws taken in. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Play action now. It's Herbert. And open down the field. That's Harris. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. That is a big play for L.A. It's a gain of 43 yards.
A gain of 43.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Down, Chargers.
On the give, here's Hampton. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The throw here is complete. It'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chargers.
Shotgun snap, and we give it to Hampton, and he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
That one, take it in. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown Chargers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6th right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
On play action, it's Herbert. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
No play fake. Herbert. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. And that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Hey, go Lion.
On 2nd down, a run with Hampton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, L.A.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. And great coverage on special teams to mark it down inside the 5-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
In this coverage breakdown, Mike, it's just completely unacceptable. You come out in dime defense. What that means is you have 6 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker most often. So for the offense to find an open receiver with that much space to operate, you just have to imagine there was some sort of breakdown in communication and execution because he had a lot of room to operate, and that defensive coordinator is not happy.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And now flags fly as a gain of about 4 could be negated. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. On play action, now Herbert. Going left side, complete to Harris. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and set up 2nd and 5.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays, stay ahead of the chains.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 4. On the ground, Hampton. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Charger first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Here's Bats it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Set. 380. Bring out. 380. Bring out. Set.
Herbert to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now Herbert. He's got room to roam. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up 1st and goal.
Set. Delta. Set. Ready.
Now it's Herbert. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Chargers 21, Ravens 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a shot here, deep middle. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sacks, go.
Back to the air one more time. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at 1-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Baltimore. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set. Copley, home trick right. Green hot.
On play action now. Herbert. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
Set.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 7. Harris, the man in motion. Throwing, Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 was that one. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15. And a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Lion.
Tight end going in motion here. On second down, here's Herbert. Now the ball thrown deep to Johnston. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 42 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Set. 380. Ready.
Herbert to the air again. This one complete right side to Harris. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set.
will try to run for it with Hampton. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for first and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
Set.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll run with Hampton. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Motion man is Harris. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. Steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
The drive will start on the ground. Oh! And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Stay on Henley there on the tackle.
Henley on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up second
Ball
and
on the
8.
40 now. Here's second and 8. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They're going to work this down inside the 45. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here's we start the second half.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Taken down at the 41. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. That's complete on the tight end screen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big game.
And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to first and goal. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And he will score again. point. Up and good. And the Ravens go up by 7. 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Set. Line.
On play action, it's Herbert. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Pick by Malachi starts. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
Yeah, that's just a mistake by this quarterback, Mike. This is really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set. 380. Right.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Brings up
Second and 7.
At the 23-yard line.
380.
Shotgun now for Herbert. The second down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll look underneath here for Hampton. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. And the Chargers have the first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Set.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Here's the man, Johnston. He's got it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
On the tackle.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable. which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side, he's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34. Here's 1st and 10. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the 1st down.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Here we go, set.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Ready.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
It is 2nd and 9.
Cougar 19.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.